All right, I don't know if I'm in view, but we're gonna unbox, as you can tell, another FireFly. This one is the Buckethead style. Buckethead style, because it's not like $8,000 or whatever these things are going for on the secondary market. This was under $250 delivered. It's under $220. It's sold out now. It's from FireFly. It's the FFSPS, I believe, formerly known as the FFLPS. It's not the baritone length. I believe the regular Buckethead from, Gibson is like that. Doesn't have 24 frets. It's got fret markers. I believe the real Buckethead doesn't. But it's a, replica, I guess you can say, budget-friendly version of it. Let's unbox it. Let's see how it is. Let's get right to it. And then maybe we'll get some tones. I'll plug it in later. Let's see how it is. Per usual with FireFly, we got some really, really good packaging. Let's open her up. You might hear my dogs going off in the background. Don't worry about that. So this is how it comes packaged. Cord, tool. Ah, this looks beautiful. The one thing that I'm also curious about is if the neck is a little bit thinner, because I have two other Les Paul styles from FireFly, and the neck was a little bit chunky for my taste, but let's see. All right. Whoa! We got lights dropping over here. Alicia didn't hit the guitar. All right, we are back again. We almost ruined this thing, but we didn't. We had a light that fell. The box hit a light and then the light fell. Who knows? Maybe I threw it in there. But like I was saying, we're gonna unpackage this, and I'm curious if the neck is thinner because I don't have the biggest hands, and the two other FireFly Les Paul styles that I have, one is a beautiful spalted maple, which I'll link in the corner if you're interested in checking that out. The other one is just a matte black, which I'm about to upgrade with some more aggressive, pickups. This one, I'm curious how the neck is. And as always, stainless steel frets, bone nut, and I believe this one has locking tuners. We're about to find out, and yes it does. There's a headstock. There's those locking tuners. Just give you guys a little glimpse of that. Wow, this fretboard actually doesn't look too dry. I think I've said this, excuse me. I think I've said this in my other videos too, but it seems like FireFly, Strats, Tele styles, LP styles, they're all good for the price. But something about their LP styles seems to be next level for the price point. Not that the Strats aren't, but I guess that's why sometimes you could pick up a Strat for like $139. No joke, right now on their website, if it's still going on, that a Christmas sale, or you could pick one up for $139. That's what I did last time, where I got it delivered for under $150. But as you can see, this fretboard, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it does not look dry. And as always, these frets, no fret sprout, beautifully rounded. Maybe I'll have other footage, I don't know. But this is what we're all waiting for, is the body. Let's see what this thing looks like. Double bound cream binding. Killswitch, which we're going to test out in a second, see how it feels. How does she look? You guys always get the first impressions. I see the back. The back has black plastics, which is nice. I love that they went with this cream binding. This edition, I just got into FireFly recently. From other folks that I know, they had, I think, like a red binding. And to me, that just kills the vibe. I don't know. To each their own. I'm not someone to hate on someone else and what they like. I'm just expressing what I like and what I prefer. And I prefer this style, where the guitar is white and it just has the cream with the black. Looks like a triple black. Let's just see. Just trying to look ever so slight. I'll probably put some close-ups if there are any defects. I'm just trying to wipe away some of the dust and debris. See, this stuff is coming off too, so that's fine. Just gotta wipe that away. The way it's painted, it's weird. Hold on. Okay, see, this is probably where companies like this cut corners. People say they're like, oh, people are always talking great about FireFly. In my other review, someone's like, oh, I'm not compensated. I paid full price for this. My channel is not monetized. I don't get any compensation from either FireFly or even YouTube. The goal is obviously to get monetized on YouTube, but that would have no benefit to me if I just start lying to you guys. I'm not a pro by any means. I just love guitar. Now, what I noticed is, and I'm going to put a close-up as I'm talking about this, is it literally looks like the white is not paint. It looks like it is a material, almost, call it a vinyl, call it like a, I don't know. And the reason why I'm saying that is because you can see the jagged edge, but I can feel with my fingernail, when I go like this, I could actually feel, even just with my thumb, I could feel the lift, I could feel the bump, the lift up. So I don't know. And I can see a little bit of the wood, looks like to be the wood underneath. This is outside of my scope of guitar knowledge. This is where you guys can come in and let me know what you guys think, and I'll just put the close-ups and you guys let me know what you guys think about this. Just kind of give you guys a little glimpse of just the quality, the way they put it together. Take it for what it's worth. I'm sure more of you guys that are watching this know much more than me. So I'd love to hear comments from you guys, and it'll help other people make, better decisions as well. It looks like to be just like a little surface finish crack, to be honest. And a lot of this stuff is just residue. You could tell it's wiping away. My finger's just not getting in the middle there. That would probably wipe away too, just like that on the side. See, same here. This stuff all wipes away, don't worry. Now going back to the neck, is it thinner than the other ones? I actually want to say it might be. Usually I can't do like the thumb over. Maybe I'll do a measure and I'll compare it, but as of right now, I actually want to say it might be a little bit. All right, so I'm recording this after the fact. I'll probably just slide it in. I was talking about, first of all, if you haven't seen the video yet on this beauty, spalted maple, but check out that like flame figuring behind it. Just beautiful. I would have probably already had the link in the corner. If not, I'll do it right now. And there goes my dogs again barking. So like I said, I don't have the biggest hands. I have a few Agile LP style. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Agile brand. They're definitely a higher end. They're made in Korea. Very, 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 very good LP style guitars. I bought a couple when they had a custom shop open, and I opted for their slim neck, and I absolutely love the slim neck. So when I got like this bad boy over here, that thing was chunky. Let's see. We're gonna measure. All right, let's see if we could do this in a little bit more of a professional manner. Now the strings are on the guitar, so take that for what it's worth. I'm gonna do the 3rd fret, 24 like basically flat. And then if we do this one, I should go the other way. Symmetrical, I went from the bottom. The strings are thinner over there. Yeah, 25.5. So we are about 1.5 millimeters thinner at the 3rd fret. Let's jump down to the 7th, just out of curiosity. And we're gonna go right in the middle. 25.64. So 25.64 versus, we're gonna go right in the middle, those bottom 3. 24.13. Am I doing the right one? Yeah. So it is definitely a thinner neck, which is awesome because that was the one thing that I would love to have had. I love FireFly guitars. The LP styles just seem really, really well built and well made. So I'm glad this has a thinner neck. That is awesome. Let's get back to the video. Oh wow, those are really nice. I thought there might be some stick to it, but I don't know if you guys can see. Like, let's do a little bit of this action. No, there's like zero stick. It actually, how do they work? I don't know, not plugged in yet. But I heard some folks say they stick. These are as smooth as they come. Functioning wise, I don't know. That feels solid. This one's much tighter. This one's a little bit looser. I don't think this has coil split. It's got knob removal. I don't think it's got coil split though. Let's see, are we on the right? Move you a hair. Over there, I'm gonna have my necklace hitting this. All right, let's just tune it up. You know, give it a few strums and then we'll get some other sound clips actually plugged in. Wow. It's not too out of tune. All right, I think we're tuned up. It actually didn't come too terribly out of tune out the box. I just feel like it was the half step, one step down or something. I'm just looking at the pickups. This one's definitely very high up. This one's a lot lower. You know, these are all things we could adjust later. Let's just see how it feels. Any high frets. The action looks really low, like nice and low. Like I like the way it's sitting right now. Frets are not scratchy at all. They actually look really nice and polished. I don't know if you guys can see it, but they actually look really nice. Yeah, overall, I just think it's made really well. I've had their strats where I do get a little bit of fret buzz. I feel like it's high frets, and it's mostly on the upper strings. I'm not hearing that here at all. So I'm gonna keep this particular unboxing short. I will plug this in and do some sound clips. We're probably also gonna keep that in this video right after this. I'm just gonna cut to that scene. Like I already showed you guys, the locking tuners and everything. Gonna put all my stuff down. This is how it looks out the box. Hopefully you guys can see. I think it is beautiful. One thing that I like about it, and this is where quality control comes into play. And you can say this about every single company, like even Fender. I forget what's his name. Oh, something Fish, Ague Fish, I don't know. He bought the Tom DeLonge Fender. I think it's like $1,000 guitar and you have to send it back for something. This is a $200 guitar, $220. And little things. I saw someone else in the Facebook group, they got this with red writing. I'm not a fan of that. I would have replaced them with the clear and black or white or something. And guess what? Mine came with the clear and black. Maybe he had a different run. I don't know. But there's those little inconsistencies. But one thing that there is no denying is that for the price, FireFly necks and fretwork are usually phenomenal. Their locking tuners are decent from what I've seen. I haven't had a Les Paul style, an LP style with locking tuners like this one. I've only had their Strat, and this one does look a little bit different. So I am excited to see how these tuners are gonna hold up, how they feel and everything. We're gonna plug this in. I'm not the best player. I think I said this in all my videos, which is true. There's no, that's not even an imperfection. That just came right off with my finger. But I am curious because this doesn't seem like it's painted. I don't know. I feel like it's painted to a degree, but in the top they did something. I have no clue. This is where you guys come in. You drop a comment, let me know, educate me. Hopefully this could help someone else out there make a purchasing decision. We're gonna get some tones, see how these kill switches work wherever they are. I can't even see where I'm hitting them. If you're interested in more guitar content, be sure to subscribe and check out my other videos. Really appreciate all the support. Thanks a lot. All right, so we're gonna play some tones on here, clean, distorted through GarageBand. We're gonna test out these kill switches. I'm gonna do a little Buckethead. I'm not the best at this. I'm gonna play it a lot slower than it's supposed to be, but we're gonna switch through the pickups and just maybe play a little Buckethead mixed with some other stuff. So let's see how it sounds. Like I said, I'm not the best at this, so that was not nearly spot on at all. Let's do some more just strumming, get a feel for it, see how the different, pickup selectors sound and everything. All right, so one thing I'm noticing is the bottom string seems to have some fret buzz around here. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I don't know if it's gonna pick up through the audio recording. Like, it's not bad up here, but over here. Not sure if that's just a high fret or possibly I didn't check the relief, or anything on this, the neck yet, so that's something else. All right, let's turn on some distortion and test out these kill switches. I think that's to Soothsayer, something like that. Again, I forget how it goes. Now I have no clue how to use kill switches. Like I don't really know any songs with them, so I'm just gonna literally strum and just tap them, see how they work, see how they feel, and everything. Okay, so this one doesn't work. That is so weird. They have this to the neck pickup and that to the bridge pickup. What? Why? Again, I don't know how the real Gibson Les Paul is, but I would be under the impression the kill switch should kill circuit completely to the entire guitar. Regardless if you have two on a guitar, it should function the same, to me at least. Like, what about if I feel like playing the bridge? It's a lot easier to hit this. But it doesn't do anything. I gotta move it up here. What about in the middle? See, the middle is both pickups and both kill switches work. That's how it should be, the way that this is functioning here. Because I would prefer to use this one up here. Also, it seems like this one's just a little bit smoother. So right now it's in the middle position, the only position where both kill switches are gonna work. Let's just strum a chord and then we're gonna hear. This one just sounds like perfectly smooth. There's no static or crunch or whatever the word I'm looking for is. Like I'm pushing it very slowly on purpose there. Versus this one, I think you kind of hear a little bit going on. Yeah, even if you go fast, you can hear it. Versus this one's like dead silent smooth. Versus yeah, you can literally hear it. Completely dead silent when I'm pressing it. You could hear noise when I'm pressing it. And that noise is amplified when you're playing a chord and using a kill switch. Versus All right, let me take these headphones off. I think that's going to be it. Hopefully you guys enjoy this unboxing little review. We had some up close look of the guitar, and then we had some sound samples. Again, this is using GarageBand, nothing too crazy, a clean setting that I kind of made that I always use, and a dirty distorted channel that I've been using, showcasing the 3 different pickups, how they sound, and then the kill switches. So in conclusion, for the price, there are some minor, very, very minor things, like the way that it looks like there's some sort of layer and it's not painted. I don't know. You guys can let me know the binding, this and that. The kill switches are both functional, but in a very weird fashion. I'm not a fan that the bridge is the bridge and the neck is the neck. And then when you're in the middle, they both function the same. I feel like they should always function the same. You guys let me know if the Gibson is like that. I honestly have no clue. But overall, I'm pumped. I love this. It's going to make me really want to learn more Buckethead, which is not easy, which is a good thing because I need to get better at guitar. And I do like how the neck, I said this earlier, the neck is a thinner profile than the other 2 LP style guitars from FireFly. But that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Give it a like, subscribe for more, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks a lot.